Hi, I'm Ali and a warm welcome to Alison Jane Skincare, the fascia lift method. So if you have sagging skin, perhaps you feel like the lower part of your face may be collapsing, maybe fine lines and wrinkles, jowls, smile lines, marionette lines and nasal labial folds, well, today's video is for you because we're going to be using fascia lift by doing an amazing fascia lift point to really help lift up rather than drag anything down by releasing tight fascia within this really quite important fascia point. Anyways, I'm using a little bit of facial just for a bit of slip and grip and glide, just so you're not compromising the skin by dragging and pulling at it, particularly at the end as we're going to be doing a little bit of lymphatic drainage as well. So onto the fingers and all along the facial area, front and behind the ears, and just down by the side of the neck down to the collarbone. So first of all, taking the pads of the fingers where our collarbone is, just above we have some indentations, and if you can just give those a few gentle presses, and this will release all the toxins and waste once we've done our lymphatic drainage. So it's a really great point here. And the points we're starting is going to be either side of the nostrils, the nasal lift point. We're going to be doing one at a time, and you should feel a difference even if you have something like sinus problems as well. You may find this will also help as well. So taking a finger, we're just going to come where the nose is by the side and just gently press. Now I like to do this sitting down with my feet firmly on the ground, back nice and straight, and your head in alignment with your shoulders, as if there's a piece of string coming all the way up to the ceiling. This will actually help with maximum blood flow and circulation. So we're just melting into the skin here, about 40%, and you should feel some bony bits, some indentations. And then once you're there, just very, very slowly, fascia micro movements in a round circular motion one way. Take a nice belly breath in for 4 and out for 6. And then let's go in the opposite direction. And you should be able to feel the bone. And what we're doing here is we're releasing any tight fascia glue. Now the fascia is a connective tissue, and it's almost a bit like a spider's web, if you like, within the whole of the system. And if this gets stuck, it can pull and drag things down, but also it can get stuck to the bone. So by unsticking on the bone the fascia glue, which can harden, we're actually helping creating space between the bone and the fascia to really help with blood flow, circulation, and also detoxification, especially when we're doing our lymphatic drainage at the end. And then just gently press. And then with keeping the finger in place, you just want to very lightly lift your finger up slightly, come back down and lift up. So we're really lifting everything up here rather than dragging anything down. And 2 more times. And then just very gently do a few taps. You may find it a little red afterwards. And if it is a bit too tender, you can always ease it off with the pressure. And obviously when you have these nasal points here, this is what comes down, and if this is tight, it drags down, and that's when you get those marionette and those smile lines as well. So that should feel slightly lighter and more released. So let's work on the other area. So then taking our finger again, placing it just by the nostril here. Now I did forget to say, if you do have long nails, mine are on the borderline of long, you can always use your knuckle like so and really press into. Last thing you need is your nails going into your skin. Up to about 40%, nice and gentle. Belly breath in and breathing out. And then work in a round circular motion one way. Nice and slow, again, fascia micro movement. And then you want to work in the other direction. Keeping the face nice and relaxed. Now you can do these 3 or 4 times a week as well. And then just placing and holding. And then again, a very micro movement, just very gently lifting up, easing off with the pressure, coming back down into that fascia point and just very slowly lifting upwards. So we're releasing, let's say, any of that tight fascia glue. And then just very gently tap. Come in with the fingers now, both sides, just coming across and under the cheekbone towards the ears. Really worked hard on this fascia point here. Now, I'm a qualified facialist, and I've been a qualified facialist for the last 8 years, and I'm really passionate about skincare and particularly older skin. I'm in my mid-50s. But if you do have any comments, please comment down below if there's any other fascia techniques you'd love me to share with you. So I really am here for you, and I'm passionate to help you on your skincare journey. Taking our fingers, placing them onto our jawline, let's just gently lift up and across. Now what we're doing here is removing toxins and waste, which is also very close to the surface of the skin from the lymph. And now we've actually released some of that fascia glue. We created space, so this will really help with more detoxification. And then just come into the side of the ears, just gently glide down the front of the ear where we have plenty of lymph nodes, and then behind the ear where we have plenty of lymph nodes. Then taking the fingers round circular motion all along the occipital bone, so the bottom of the head, the top of the neck. And if you feel a little extra point, just give it a little extra massage out. We tend to hold a lot of tension within the neck area. And then one hand at a time down that big SCM muscle down to the collarbone, and on the other side. And then from the chin all the way down where our collarbone is, our beginning point again. So if you can take the pads of your fingers and give those a few gentle presses, and this will release all the toxins and waste we've moved from the nasal lift point, from the cheekbone area and the lower part of the face into the body, ready for elimination. Now, I would really highly recommend a glass of lukewarm water to really hydrate the fascia, and also, again, to really help with the lymphatic detoxification. And again, please consider subscribing, liking and sharing. Comment down below, tell me where you're from, and also if there's any other fascia techniques you'd love me to share with you. And I really look forward to seeing you in the next video. Okay, bye.